Oh, yeah. It's the People's Podcast, baby, with your host with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander, baby. Yes, indeed. Wind Down Wednesday, therapy with a sip, grown folk conversation. Y'all know what we're about to do. We about to get it on real strong, and we about to make it do what it's designed to do, right? We gonna have some fun tonight. All right, let's get into it. So listen, y'all know what we do for you, for me, and for us. Do what? Hit that share button. And also let us know where you're hailing from. All right. So let me move around a little bit here and give us just a second here to just kind of populate. Right. Let me bounce real quick. Yeah. I'll be right back with y'all. And we going to get it on real strong. Yes, indeed. Wind down Wednesday. It's always such a pleasure to hang out with you guys and have an amazing time. Yes. Yes, indeed. So, how was you guys' day today? As always, my Wednesdays, I'm meditating and getting prepared for you all so that we could have some good food on the table. We can have some good conversation, right? So, what I'm doing right now, fam, is hitting the share button while I'm demonstrating with you all. And so, but yeah, I was waiting on the rain. It was supposed to rain today, and it looks as if it forgot how to do that. So I don't know. I think it's going to at some point rain because for one thing for certain, we really need it. Yeah, we really need the rain. So tonight it's going to be a great night. We're going to have open mic tonight. We're going to demonstrate whatever you all want to demonstrate about. Also, please note that if you would like, if you have a comment and you want to come up and comment, you can also come up and comment. I'll pull you in and we'll get busy demonstrating. You know, and I think it's really important, and I want you to hear this. I think it's really important for us to have a safe place for grown folk, where grown folk can come in and converse with each other and have respect for each other, right? Not just talking and bumping our gums, but we have some real conversation that's very therapeutic. And because within us is answers to questions that someone may have, right? So we definitely want to make sure we pay attention to that as well. Okay. Let me see. Also, please note that we are streaming live to YouTube as well. And at some point, I'll probably pull us into what is it? Well, I can go live on TikTok. I really don't get into TikTok that much. Um, they're they do a little bit too much for me. um, but yeah, IG, um, we can go live there too. So I haven't yet in some time. I used to back in the day go live on IG, but I haven't went live there in quite some time. So, but it's all good. We'll we'll get to do that at some point. Let me, yeah. We'll get to do that at some point, right? And with that, let's get off that. All right. So I have a nice wine. It's relatively inexpensive, but it's a really, really, really nice wine. So we'll be breaking that out. Yes, indeed. We will be breaking out the wine, and so that we can have a great time. Yes. So, excuse me, I'm just still doing a little sharing here. I haven't trying to see who's coming in. I see one comment. ATL in the house, the priestess. Hey, priestess Lavelle. What's going on, daughter? How you doing on this Wednesday evening? Mhm. Hey, priestess. Yep. So let me get some sharing in here real quick, fam. It is always a pleasure to hang out with you guys. Okay. All right, let's see here what we got going on. Let's see. Share that. Okay. All right. So what you got on your mind tonight, priestess? We got open mic tonight so that we can have an amazing time. Okay. What you guys got going on? Okay. Just hitting this share button, dropping in some groups real quick, y'all. I see. Oh, there she is, Queen Octavia. ATL is here. Okay. And I'm just hitting this share button. Mm, where? Oh, where? Okay. It's always something new with Facebook. Okay. So you're not going to let me do that either, huh? Okay. Let me see if I can click on that and see if they'll let me in. Beaded vibrations. Greetings. Uh, okay. But at any rate, you all, we're up in here and we're going to get at it and get ready to get at this conversation. There's so much going on out there in the theater. Um, and I'm pretty sure you all are probably seeing it too as well. There's all kinds of conversations, right? Hmm. See if I can hit some of my groups. Okay, so you're not gonna let me do that. Okay, all right. So what we're gonna demonstrate about tonight, fam? Queen Octavia, what you got out there? Okay, all righty. Okay, let's see what we got going on. Okay, all right. New beginnings and success for our team. Gratitude, priestess Lavelle. Gratitude for that. Yeah, we're definitely in this particular season, family. Please note that we're going to be demonstrating with some very powerful information as we always do. But here in Wind Down Wednesday, you all know that we get at it. The Prince of Peace, JP, is in the house. You all know that we get down at it and we get down on it. And the amazing thing about it is that we have respect for each other, right? When you come in, you're going to get that respect that you're supposed to receive. Okay. All right. So, Queen Octavia says, was wondering if it makes me a Trump supporter if I agree with what he's doing. Can you be a little bit more specific in terms of what is it that you like that he's doing versus what you don't? I know there's probably some pros and cons there for you when it comes up to Donald Trump. He's the guy, baby. He is unreal. He's always on something, right? Now, there are some things that I really appreciate that he do. Um, for example, if you are in this country illegally, then you should be extricated, right? Um, some of the methods that they may be using may be a little over the top, but to enter into this country illegally means that you have broken the law, which actually means that you have become a what? Criminal. You are legitimately a criminal. So criminals are supposed to be what? Arrested for what? Breaking the law. Doesn't that make sense? So yes, and I think a lot of the stuff that's going on with him too is it's media hype. The media can definitely frame you in such a way that it takes away any kind of credibility that you have in terms of what it is that you're doing. Okay, I see. Removing illegal immigrants. Yes, yes. Uh, putting a cap on rent. Yeah, yes. Putting a cap on that on rent as well. Yes, and they're changing some things. Listen, there are some things in the system that have been taken advantage of. For example, Section 8. Excuse me, I'm sorry, where people have taken advantage of that. They haven't used it to give them a step up. They haven't used it so that they can advance to a place where they can become successful. They have literally used it to live without being responsible for being able to take care of yourself or take care of your family for that matter. So I'm trying to kind of parcel this in a way where it doesn't seem offensive or if I have no heart or empathy for people that really need a hand up. Yes, of course, we want to be there for those that really need the assistance. Those that really need it can't get it because there are others that are getting it and don't need it. Oh, let's talk about it. It's Wind Down Wednesday, baby. Grown folk conversation. Y'all know what time it is. Come on in here and make some noise. Give yourselves a hand. This is the podcast, baby. Wind Down Wednesday. Therapy with a sip. Grown folk conversation. And we're here. Come on here, providing a platform for us. We call it what? FUBU. For us, by us. Tonight's sponsors, Prince of Peace, Queen Octavia, the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shapeshifter, the code breaker, baby. Queen Kizzy, Tracy and Anthony Love. Also, Priestess Lavelle. And also, yours truly, the one. Yeah. Yes, indeed. So, but yeah, let's carry on with this conversation. Let me get back out here with you all. Hey, Polka. Greetings, Queen. I see the master teacher came in. The master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shape shifter, the code breaker, baby. But yeah, we got turmoil going on in our politics. Um, it's it's definitely a messed up situation, isn't it? Yeah. Queen Octavia says, no way in hell 3 generations can't pay rent. I agree totally. Yes, and that means that they are taking advantage of a situation that has been given to them to uplift them. All right. So with that, let me introduce this wine to you guys. Yes, indeed, we got Cali in the house, baby. Y'all, Polka is in Cali, going back to California. Yes, indeed. So let's pour it up, baby. Look at it's called a Yellowtail. It's a Chardonnay. See if I can get this lighting right for you guys. There it is. Can you all see it? Yes. There it is. Yellowtail. Let me move it up a little closer. There it is. Chardonnay. Okay. Let's pour it up. All righty. Okay. Master teacher, if you are available in a spot where you want to give the toast? Let's go ahead on and get that toast going, y'all. While we're getting that toast going, let's get a drum roll going. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that drum roll? Yeah, we get ready to put this wine up. Yes, indeed. Yes, Queen Octavia. I'm looking at the fact. I've been paying taxes since I was 13 and won't be eligible for Social Security. Wow, that's deep. Yes, indeed, Poker. 11111. Yes, indeed. Balance, alignment. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay. So I was waiting on Master Teacher to see if we can get him to go ahead on and drop that uh toast for us real quick because I know he's probably moving around. Uh yes, indeed. Thank you. For those of you real quick before we toast up, real quick, if you can, so that we're all on the same page, put FUBU out there for us, by us. Yes. FUBU, baby. All right. I see where the master teacher uh, got the toast out here, you all. May we continue to become one with all things because there is a need to know all things, family. Salute, salute, salute. Mm. Oh, it's got a nice, real buttery taste to it. It's nice. You all would enjoy that. Okay. So let's go back up and pin up some. Yes, I absolutely agree with you. Facts, because we can't go into their country and do as we please. There are boundaries. Yes, they are. Yes. Isn't that something? I'm just posting up here so we can see what we're talking about. And so we normally, you all know that we normally communicate with each other, right? Okay. We use a talkback system. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Okay, so we getting this conversation in. Polka. Okay. Thank you, Polka, for that. Those prophetic numbers so that we can bring about balance, bring about alignment, bring about oneness, all togetherness. Yeah. Okay. So Queen Octavia says, they have tapped into resources that they haven't put into. And I agree with you. And they were giving them all kind of stipends and all and rent, paying their rent. Um, in Chicago, they had a whole hotel building just for those that had illegally come here. And I think that's unfair to those that are here legally and can't get help, right? Isn't that something? Okay. Yes. Poker says I came in late, but I heard y'all talk speaking about rent being too high. I've been saying this for years. It's a scam. Buying a home should be easier as well. And you're absolutely correct. Yes. Oh, y'all own it. Let me give y'all a hand. Isn't that something? Hey, KD Royal. Greetings. Thank you for joining us. Hmm. Isn't that something though? Wow. That's awesome. Yes, totally unfair. I love it when we come in and we keep the chat going and we're communicating with each other because it's a fun time for us just to share. And so to that, oh, I see my boy in the house. Shout out to my boy Arlo Gleghorn. That's 217, baby. That's Springfield, Illinois. Shout out to you and our condolences to the beautiful, wonderful wife, Lisa. Say your name, Lisa. Yes, indeed. And to all of us that are going through transitional periods when our loved ones transition from here, I want to shout you all out on that, man. Listen, condolences to all of you all. Shout out to you all that are having birthdays this month, day of entrance, solo return, however you want to coin that, phrase that, name that. Let's get with it. So, what sign are we under right now? Yes, indeed. What sign are we under right now? Somebody put on the timeline, please. Um, Poker says even homeowners are renting out rooms because they can't seem to afford their mortgage. Yeah, because all of the prices are skyrocketing. I mean, they're shooting through the roof, and it's crazy. And so what you're going to get is you're going to get a higher crime rate. And this is what we're going to have to contend with as we are moving into this next season with how things are financially being moved around in the cosmos. Um, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Ah, look, y'all. Look what she said. Only the Scorpios matter because she's a Scorpio. I hear you, Queen Octavia. Shout out to the Scorpios, man. May y'all have an amazing productive season and that you all may receive all that you listen, all you decree and all that you affirm you and that your affirmations that may manifest. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes. Shout out to that. Let's toast to that. Salute. Shout out to Crown Vibes. Shout out to him, man. We had an amazing time Saturday night, I think it was. He's out of the Chattanooga area. Uh, Shout out to him. Shout out to all of you all. I want to shout you all out because you're giving your time. That's really donating. And I just want to say gratitude that you guys are doing that. And those of you that choose to donate, of course, I put the information out for you guys to see if you want to choose to donate. But yeah, we're having a tumultuous time financially for sure. I don't know how many aren't. If you're in the room tonight and you're having to reshape, frame things and how you're doing things. If you're doing that, put a one out there. But I certainly know that I am. They, check this out. Listen to this. They went up on the lease agreement a whole $100 at one time. At one time. At one time. Shout out to Community Art Summit. That's Crown Vibes. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you for joining us. But isn't that crazy? That's wow. And they are doing that. And can you imagine how many homeless people that they're going to create? And then what they're trying to do is make homeless people, watch this, criminals. To be homeless is a crime. How many of you all know that? That's what they're doing with that. They're saying to be homeless is a crime, man, when the economy is creating that, right? I know if any of you all, if you've been down in the ATL, and if you move around in the ATL, man, you're going to see homeless people everywhere. You're going to see transits. You're going to see them under the viaducts. They're going to be everywhere, right? Because one, they're not financially stable. Two, they may be experiencing some mental issues. We have all of this going on. But see, all the love is gone. Even the sacred text talked about that. It says, for the love of many shall wax cold. The love of many shall wax cold. In other words, that we're going to be void of love and what love really is and what that looks like, right? Because once upon a time, we used to care about each other. We would give each other a hand up. If we knew someone was struggling, we would come to their aid. We would give them assistance and we would give them aid. And by the way, you all, remember this. Remember that what we call public aid. Yeah, remember when they instituted that? Do you know where they got that from? They actually got it from us because what we used to refer to it as was mutual aid. It was referred to as mutual aid. And guess who spearheaded that? Yes, of course, the church. But and let me be quite frank about something. See, the church today wasn't the church of old. The church of old was the meeting place to get instructions on what it is that we're going to do for our survivability. See, that's the difference. That's the difference between that today, because today's church is a brainwashing program system that where they are brainwashing you into trying to convince you that at some point you're going to be raptured out of here and you're going to go out into the sky and live in a mansion out there. Now, I'm not knocking anybody. If you believe like that, you believe like that. But you also have to be able to expect that there's going to be some criticism in terms of really thinking that you're going to go out in the sky and live in the sky. That it just isn't going to happen. Are you listening to me? So, in other words, when you're sitting there, the information that you are getting is telling you that you're going to have to die to have any type of pleasure, right? Because you have to die to walk on streets that are paved with gold. You have to die because the Messiah went and did what? He went to his father, because in his father's house are many mansions, but that's not what it's talking about in the Greek. Actually, when you look that up in the Greek, it's talking about something totally different. It is actually talking about, in my father's house are many relationships. And in relationships, it's different belief systems. This is what the Messiah is talking about if you go with that narrative. Okay? He's actually talking about relationships. So what have we gotten away from? Relationships. It is hard for us to do what? Establish relationships. We're living in perilous times, right? I see. I see. Look at Poker. Poker says, shaking my head. Okay, let me get it. Let me get to you all. They are raising the cost of things, but lowering the quality of the products. Yes, indeed. And you know what? I did a dissertation on this some years ago, where I was talking about we were going to pay more money for less service, right? We were going to pay more money for less service, and in that servitude, things were not going to be properly constructed as they should be, right? Now, what we're dealing with is a lot of what um, generic stuff. It's generic. The homes that they're building, the homes that they're building are generic, but they're charging you through the roof. They're charging you an arm and a leg and the other foot so that you can't be able to do anything. Isn't that something? Yes, isn't that something? So please, if you donate, please put on the timeline that you donated so we can definitely shout you out. Okay? All right. Let's get at it. Yes. What's happening to the mental health facilities? Yeah, they closed them down some time ago and they started incarcerating them. That's when that big move of incarceration happened when they closed down the mental wards, where people used to go and get, hey, Alfing, yes, indeed. Oh, Sergeant at Arms, Kiana in the house. Greetings, greetings, everyone. So they closed down all the mental wards, and then what they did, they start incarcerating those that had mental issues. They weren't concerned about trying to assist in bringing about some stability, mental stability in them, or wellness in them, right? So they just locked them up, and I remember that was a big thing in Illinois. Oh man, it was huge because they had large mental facilities, and what they actually did was they flipped the mental facilities into correctional facilities so that they could lock people up. And what we fail to realize is people say, "Well, crime doesn't pay." Yes, it does. It depends upon who the money going to, though. However, but crime pays. So incarceration is a big business, okay? Because you get what? Free labor. And it's legalized slavery, okay? According to the Constitution when they amended it. So when you look at the 13th and 14th Amendments, you go in there and read it, and so that you can get a drawing, you can get clarity, so you'll know what's going on and what's really happening. Okay. Okay, Poker says it's getting bad. I've recently experienced homelessness myself. It's a horrible thing to experience. It wasn't my daughter. If it wasn't my daughter, but it can happen. It wasn't my daughter, but it can happen. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see what JP says. JP says, yes, the love is gone. No empathy, no affection, no compassion. I agree. Alfine, say hello, everybody. There she is. Uh, Let me move on. Y'all popping corn out here. Y'all popping corn. Poker says there weren't many resources or programs that would help me either. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. It's yeah, yeah. I see Kiana. Look, Kiana just hit on something. Y'all know your host with the most, the one baby, on the People's Podcast, Wind Down Wednesday, Therapy with a Sip, Grown Folk Conversation, got a green thumb. I'm always trying to put something in the ground. I'm always growing something. But Sergeant at Arms Kiana said it. Um, yeah, got to grow our own food and goods. Absolutely. Queen Octavia says there's this weird need for control, the food. the population, the housing. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all own it. Y'all own it. Y'all own it. Yes, indeed. Okay. Uh, Queen Octavia says, another, I know, right? People in jail have power, water, and food, but we have 30 days to pay, excuse me, an astronomical amount on a bill. Okay, Queen Octavia. All right. Okay. And Poker says, it was my fault, meaning you don't have to be on drugs or financially unstable. Okay. Great. Thank you for clarity, because clarity always allows us to see how things really appear. Oh, she in the house, y'all. Hey, Queen Kizzy. Okay. JP says at Highlight the Truth Session, Black Moses. Shout out. He's shouting out everybody. Freedom Festival, CTR Media Network, the Blackish Truth, Kizzy Inspirational Queen, Black with No Chaser, Free Black Thinkers, Dorothy Wilson, Tracy Love, Cold Black Life, Black Kings and Queens, Awake Up, Awaken Up, Black People Wake Up, Black People, Black Men Empower, Black Man Wake Up. Um, that's Isabar, Wake Up, Chat, But Nation, South Wine, Down, Wednesday, Therapy with a Sip, Grown Folk Conversation, Dr. Tina, Jay Ramsey, the Nubian Family. Okay. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Queen Isabel. Okay. Right. All right. So hey, y'all putting it up in there. Y'all putting it up in there. So now, so what's going to have to happen is one of the reasons why, of course, the universe is allowing this to happen so that it can build again togetherness, so that we can come together as one again. Um, Queen Polka um, put out there those wands. When you start looking at those wands, that's going to bring about balance and alignment, um, and it's going to bring things into togetherness and oneness because it establishes relationships. Those wands, when they are perpendicular, male and female, this masculine and feminine energy coming together to produce, to cause manifestation, to cause a thing to come into existence, right? Hayah in the Hebrew means to come, exist, be, because you are, right? And the equivalent to that in its cousin language in Arabic is kun fayakun, right? Be, exist. We have this authority and power to be able to do so, which is why there is such an attempt to keep us from congregating. And I don't mean the church congregation. I mean congregating, to congregate. In other words, to come together to share ideals and to share trading plans and different types of things of that nature, so that what we can develop back into the great people that we've always been. Listen, if we weren't great people, it wouldn't be a concerted effort to do what? Rub us out, right? There's a concerted effort to rub us out. There was a concerted effort to keep us from recalling who we really are, because the mind never fails to forget. It just simply fails to recall. So we have the ability to put it on automatic research and pull up out of the constitution of our makeup information that's relevant for our survivability, so that what we can congregate, we can come together and become one, right? We can group together and use what we refer to as what? Group economics, so that we can what? Survive. we can take care of ourselves. So it's time for us to take care of ourselves and stop listening to people that always wants us to integrate those that are counterparts. Our counterparts already own everything. But however, whenever we try to establish them as a people, and this for educational purposes only, we in here are in no way racist, but however, we are pro-black, right? That means that we want for ourselves what that we want for our people as well. I want for my brother and sister what I want for myself, right? Okay, so free the land, free the people, freedom. I'm not talking about liberation. If you want to be liberated, go ahead and be liberated. But I'm talking about freedom, and I'm not knocking you for being liberated. That's a step. But I want freedom because freedom gives me the ability to make my own choices and decisions as to what it is that I'm going to do. Right? Now, however, we know that there are laws and we abide by them. But however, when we're free, that freedom gives us the ability to do what it is that we need for our survivability. If you're on with survivability, we get on the same page, put a 2 out there. If you're on with freedom, put a 2 out there. Because certainly I want to be free. Liberation is okay, it's cool. But I want to be free. I want to be free. That's what them boys told us now. I want to be free. Uh-huh. Isn't that something? Yes, indeed. All right. So let me give a toast here. Let me give my famous toast to you guys. May you live forever, and shall I never die. Salute, salute, salute. Gratitude, fam, for you all's participation. Because some people they don't like to they don't like to participate in things. You know what I'm saying? They be like, no, I don't want to participate in it. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, there isn't anything wrong with that. Okay. All right. So listen, anyone else? Anyone want to come up? Anybody want to step on up to the mic? You want to get on the microphone? You get on the microphone. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Queen Brenda Brown is in the house, aka baby the chocolate child. What's going on? Oh, we getting a full house. We got old schools coming through checking on the one. Gratitude, gratitude. So, but yeah, I thought that this was an amazing, strong conversation, right? And I know you guys do too. But yeah, we I think we stuck right around relationship, right? Relationships. I think I've always taught that relationships are the most important thing because it allows you to be able to establish a connection, and that connection is going to create a current, right? Creating a what? A flow of energy. This is why there's an attempt to quell the ability for people to protest because they know that that energy is going to create a current and it's at some point going to manifest something, right? Which is why there's a large movement now in the powers that be that you and I can't see physically are energy harvesting. They are harvesting energy. Why? Because they know that it takes energy to manifest, right? Not only this, but they found a way to harvest the energy when it leaves the body. For example, when someone transitions, they have now equipment that allows them to capture that energy. Are you listening to me? This is real. They're harvesting our energy. They need our energy. This is why they've targeted us with all of these frequencies. All of these different frequencies are for the purpose of harvesting energy. And those that are pretty much harvesting the energy, they're in low vibrations, right? Where are they at? They're down in that root chakra. They're down in there in that area where you got that red and orange, those particular colors. Those are the particular colors that does what? That excite you in a certain way that it brings out that beast mode. It's not bringing out the highest form and clarity of us. It's bringing out that beast form in us. So, which is why they drop us down to bottom beats. So that what? So now they can control what? Behavior. How is behavior? Frequency, vibration, sound waves. This is what they're doing to us. This is why it's very important that you have to hear certain levels of information to be able to recapture your thought processes, to capture your mind, because 99.9% of the stuff that you're thinking is not even yours. It's been suggested to you, it's been hyperboloed to you, paraboleo to you. It's been given to you in what we refer to as a parable form. When you look at the word parable in the Greek, it actually means to take and throw words into someone's mind. In other words, they're using what? Mind control. To do what? Harvest your energy. To get you so that they can get you to do what they want you to do. And that's control you. And I think Queen Octavia was talking about that just a short while ago. Yeah. But let me get to you guys here. Give me just a second. There we go. Okay. Queen Octavia says, I'm not a public speaker by choice. I start stuttering, going blind, and sweating. So I'll stay here and chat. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Queen Isabel. Okay. 100. Okay. Queen Octavia, there are easy ways to connect. Say hi, give a compliment, nod, smile. Absolutely. That's correct. Thank you for sharing that. An idea I had was to turn closed down military bases into housing for a low cost. That's a brilliant idea. Yes, indeed. That is a brilliant idea. Okay. All right. I'm checking the timeline, family. So we've had an amazing conversation, and I mean the time is just rolling on us. Yeah. Yes, indeed. So it's all good though, fam. So I'm gonna take a couple of more you all's yes. Queen Actor says it would help the people in financial struggle. Yes. Uh Prince of Peace says Operation Mind. You know what that is? FUCK. Yes, indeed. Okay, so but yeah, it is always such a pleasure just to engage you all that come in and chat with us. Man, kudos to you. Let me give you all a hand. Gratitude. Gratitude. Yeah, they gave me some talk. Also, we want to shout out T Swin. Man Can Always Be Wrong podcast. Let me give him a plug for those of you that haven't had an opportunity to get his book yet. It's called Love is for Suckers. Shout out to him. He's been helping me along this journey, this media journey, uh, helping me purchase and learn the ropes. So if you notice, we are up and running. We have new software, and those of you, shout out to those of you that are helping us provide this software. Queen Kizzy, the Prince of Peace, Queen Octavia, uh, Tony, Tracy and Anthony Love, um, T Swin. Thank you all for your assistance. And those of you note that when you donate, it is going for a purpose. It's definitely not going to uplift me and send me somewhere. No, it's not for that. It's for the further development of what it is that we're doing, because we're gonna need this, you all. It just seemed like, yeah, we're just having Wednesday fun, but we're gonna need this. We're gonna need it because we're gonna have to strengthen each other mentally, and in some cases help provide food for each other. Whatever it may be that is going to be needed, we're going to have to move ourselves into a position to be able to do that. Okay. So shout out to Black Moses Freedom Festival, DJ Boogie, turning a moment into a movement, J Love, um, Pastor Tia, She Trucking, Dr. Tina, CTR Media Network, Dr. Clea. Also, let me give her a plug. Dr. Clea out of the ATL fam has a nice book out too, Creating the Amazing You. She's in the ATL. You can look her up. She's out there as well. Shout out to her. Um, yeah. Um, yeah, we need it right now. Yeah, we do. Let me pin that for you, Queen Isabel. Um, let me see. There we go. For survivability. Okay, for public speaker choice. I started. Okay. Where you at? PM. Okay, you put that out there. Okay. Yes. Yes, we need it right now, Queen. Queen Octavia. We need each other to survive. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We need each other to survive. Um, there was a song uh, by old boy that uh, can't think his name right now. But anyway, he had a song about we need each other to survive. Yes, indeed. Yeah, shout out Cherie. Yes, Cherie Moore. Yes, she's trucking. Thank you. Shout out to Crown Vibes. Yes, indeed. 100.1 out of Chattanooga. Yes, indeed. Also, fam, we may have picked up a wine company sponsor. I'm supposed to get back with him next week. Hey, TD, what's going on? That's 217, baby. Springfield, Illinois in the house. Yes, indeed. Shout out again to all the Scorpios. Get y'all thing going. I know y'all gonna get it on real strong. Yes, indeed. Okay. So again, before we get out of here, if anyone would like to donate, there's the information there. All right. Thank you, Prince of Peace. Shout out, turning a moment into a movement. Isn't that something? Yeah. Yep. Was it Kirk Franklin? Or let me see. I need you to survive. Uh 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 uh. I won't harm you. Hezekiah Walker. That's right. I need you to survive. Yeah. I need you to survive. Yes, indeed. I need you to survive. Yes, indeed. Say, I won't harm you with my words, right? Um, and something else he says. Right. Yeah, that's a beautiful song. Yes, it is, Queen. I tell you. And I go back. I go back and play it all the time because it has just such a powerful message, and it works. And it works on the right emotions. It's not a programming emotion. It's an emotion that opens up to bring together relationships and togetherness. And this is what we need to, right? Yes, indeed. Shout out, turning a moment into a movement. Shout out, baby. Yes, indeed. So listen, let's get us another toast before we get up out of here. We right around about what we want to be. What about a good 60 minutes? Yeah, about a good 60 minutes. Listen, to all of you all, toast to the Scorpios and to all of you all with one love. Cause it's FUBU, baby. Salute. Y'all got me through a bell. Y'all got me through a bell. And Kizzy was poking fun at me last time talking about daddy out there. His speech is slurred. Yeah, that was some strong stuff I was demonstrating with. But anyway, again, shout out to Dr. Clear. Shout out to our boy T Swin. Man Can't Always Be Wrong podcast. Also, Jay Bean, his cohort. And then also our very own Rosalind Severn McLean. Oceans of Thoughts. This is one edition. She has three of these and also a children's book. So we got some of our family, they on the ball. I'm gonna get my book out here in a minute too. I know y'all saying he keep talking about the book. When he gonna get the book out there? I ain't fooling up with you, Kizzy. Look at it, y'all. Always doing something. Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Scorpios in the house. Shout out, shout out, shout out to you all that'll be coming in later on and picking up on the People's Podcast, baby. Yeah, hey, did y'all hear what I said? I said this the People's Podcast, baby. That Wind Down Wednesday. Therapy with a sip. Grown folk conversation, baby. Grown folk. Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The People's Podcast, man. Listen, I love you guys. Thank you guys for all of the support. Thank you all for the donations. Yes, indeed. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. So listen, as always, do what? Hold what you got. Muse over it. Cogitate upon it. Ponder on it. Meditate upon it. But by all means, do what? Govern yourselves accordingly. Accordingly. One, y'all know what it is. One love, eternal light, peace, power, prosperity. In the words of JP, excellent health. Shalom Aleichem, Mishpekah, meaning peace be unto you, family. And just FYI, when you all hear us say shalom, that's not some Jewish greetings. That's a Hebraic greeting that actually means great health, financial wealth. It also means wellness. It also means protection. And it has other meanings. It is a very powerful word. So when y'all hear us speak that word, we're speaking over you, for you, with you, so that you have great success. It also means success, means great business success. It also means to love. It's very powerful. So we have a working knowledge of it. We're not confused. We're not just out there just saying something. But we want you all to know that we really do love you guys. Listen, until next Wednesday. And for those of you that join us on Saturdays, recall that we do the Truth Session Saturday at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Facebook Live, YouTube as well. Come in and get some other information because we like to break things down and do etymology and all of that so that you can be fully charged, right? And what we give you, it will be applicable. You'll have the ability to utilize it, right? You'll have the yeah, PM. 3 yeah, 3 Central, PM, 4 PM Central. Thank you. Thank you for that, Queen Isabel. Kizzy says it's like when Puerto Rico would say benedicion your our elders, and they would que dos te favorecia, right? Of oh favor, favorecia. I don't know why I'm tripping over that word. Unless it's okay. Iska, meaning yeah, see my blessings, and they would reply. Yeah, let me put that up there, Kizzy. Hold on. Okay. Meaning send me your blessings and they would reply, may God's favor be upon you. Yes. Gratitude. Yes. Muchas gracias, no? See? Okay. All right. So with that, I'll see y'all next go around. Peace out.